Hello, I'm Jack Rickard, and this is Electric Vehicle Television, EVTV.
Submit.
When we're done, I need to tell you my Bucky story that happened last weekend.
You should just start off with it.
So last, I told you we were in Fenton last weekend.
Yeah.
And so we went to Wally's because McKinley had never been to Wally's.
Yeah.
And I walked in there and we were looking around at the like all the little swag and merch and stuff they had there, and I saw a little like sun Wally's hat that kind of looks like my Bucky's one.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it'd be really funny if I wore that into Bucky's. And as I said that, this lady that worked there looked over at me and she was like, how dare you wear a Bucky shirt in my Wally's? And I looked down and I forgot I was wearing a Bucky shirt.
Oh, man.
and she was like, I'll let it go this time, but if I see you in here again with that, you're out of here.
Oh, no.
That's pretty good.
Even your subconscious is an ass.
No.
I'm just kidding.
What
You're the first
bunghole.
She gotta kick your butt.
That is so funny that you're literally just like thinking about it. It's like, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Was she the GM or something?
Oh, I don't know. I thought she was just
How
fucking with me.
dare you?
She was
Dare you.
funny. She was real funny.
MG, Madam Growl.
Oh, and she said that and I went, oh shit, because I had no clue.
Are there like Wally's and Bucky's like loyalists?
I know there's Bucky's loyalist, but I don't know if there's Wally's loyalist.
So it's like
'cause
Team
there's,
Bucky and Team.
There's like only two Wally's.
Oh, okay.
It's like there's the one in Fenton and there's one in like Peoria.
Yeah.
But like.
Yeah, they put in a Bucky's right next to my house in Loveland, and I mean, it had been probably 7 or 8 months later after they had opened up, and they were still having people coming through like they came for that tourist attraction.
Oh wow!
You're like, damn. They're like, you got to check out the bathrooms.
Oh yeah, they're so
like,
clean. They're so clean.
Yeah, they are pretty clean, but okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
We recording?
Yeah. But look, all the lights are on.
Nice.
Wow.
I can see the lights.
It makes such a difference.
Let's get a slap.
Awesome.
Yeah, makes such a difference.
Slap. And we're back.
We're back.
We're back.
Oof. We're out of the recording business. Chris will never do a record. Podcast, maybe,
Yeah.
We got faces for radio. You know
there
what I
we
mean? I'm just kidding. I can only speak for myself. But you're here with Noodle.
Hello.
Noodle. You know me, Jackie. Ian and Zeke.
Hi, guys.
So we thought we'd pull together and do a little panel discussing our experience with the Tesla Model S Plaid.
Yeah.
Went down to Recar in Benton,
Yes.
not Sykeston,
Yeah.
although it doesn't really make any difference if you're actually driving through.
Nope.
Doesn't seem like
Nope.
Nope.
you're just
Anything south of Scott City.
seriously.
This is the country.
Yeah, but the good people over at Recar were nice enough to let us come steal one of their cars for a little bit just to play around with and test drive.
Yeah.
'Cause prior to, we had never really test driven a Plaid, right?
No.
Had anyone?
No.
Never.
No.
No.
Nope.
No one had been in a Plaid.
Even the one that you did up in St. Louis, right? That was just a Model S.
Yeah, it was just a long range, which is still fast, but not a Plaid.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
the Plaid is different in and of itself. It's its own kind of beast. Yeah, we took that one out and, got to actually experience it outside of just riding along with Mr. Rick Roll during FCons and whatnot, which
Yeah.
was always really fun too.
Ready?
Ready.
Oh my God.
This one, so it was white. You said 2022.
Yeah, it was 2022. It was white, had black wheels. Or no, they were like gray wheels.
Uh-huh.
And they kind of look like I don't know, like some Jimmy Neutron looking. They were kind of round and had little twisties like cells.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, it was a nice looking one. It had some work still yet to do, but they hadn't serviced it yet, right? So
Yeah.
it was like the regen wasn't there.
No.
Yeah, the regen wasn't working, which was really annoying.
Mhm.
Cheetah mode wouldn't work.
Hold down the brake, then hold down both, and then let go of the brake while you're holding down the accelerator.
I'm
still.
thinking because of the conditioning, it's not doing it though. Because this one, I say both pedals depressed, it says motor power reduced, so it's not.
Cheetah mode wouldn't work, and the traction control didn't work, which was
The brakes were sketchy.
Yeah.
We had to like pump the brakes at the end of like doing a quick little run just to see
Yeah.
what kind of speeds we could get. We weren't speeding.
yeah. No, it slows
No.
down from 30
Don't
miles
recommend.
an hour very fast.
Yeah.
Not. It
But
doesn't
yeah,
slow down
we were
fast
having to
enough.
like pump it
Yeah.
so that it wouldn't like cook the brakes too much.
Yeah.
That was a little bit sketchy, but yeah, so you wrote a blog kind of summing
Yeah.
up your opinions on it and who it's good for. For those who don't know, it's pretty much the fastest production car out there with the exception of Lucid.
Yeah, it's only under the Lucid Air Sapphire and the Rimac Navara,
Oh
Right.
yeah.
but it is the fastest production car in the world
That's
under
affordable.
$100,000.
Yeah, under $100,000.
Which is what counts.
Yeah.
What did everyone think?
I mean, I thought it was fun. I like going fast.
Yeah.
And I do like engine noise in fast cars.
You do?
Yeah, but the speed is still speed. I mean, it's
Yeah.
after a while, you almost get disoriented going fast over and over and over again.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's still fun. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah.
Why not? As far as the car, I mean, I don't care. I was going fast.
Do you think that the noise like takes away it not being there? Because everyone's always like, but what about the sound of it? I'm like, to me, it doesn't matter. But
Yeah,
I
I mean,
mean-
I just enjoy, the sound of an engine.
yeah,
But again, if it's going, I'd rather be in a fast, silent car than a slow, noisy car. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So
and the acceleration on it is what always gets me the most. And seeing people's face that maybe hadn't been in a Tesla previously, that's probably the best part about like giving them a ride. Is just seeing, how quickly their balls go up into their throat.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and then that gives them the EV grin, but it looks kind of weird.
And then they're intrigued. Then they're like, oh, okay, maybe.
This isn't like a
Yeah.
golf cart.
It's like the quickest converter I've ever seen, really, is when you give them a ride.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. It's not, I mean, saving the environment is awesome, but.
But that's just an added
I
bonus.
was like, yeah, it's about, that's why no one cares about the Honda Prologue. It's because it's slow.
Yeah.
But yeah. No, it's awesome. I mean, it's interesting because like it's exactly what you think it's going to be. Like it's a nice sedan. It's pretty nonchalant in a boring color. Like, it's not like if you see like the ultra red or like blue or something like that, like you're like, oh wow, that's like it looks a little more intimidating. But in white, it's like really low key.
Right.
And kind of subdued. But it's, I mean, it's.
But
it's
then
just
it punches.
A really damn
Yeah.
fast sedan.
Yeah. Even in like across with other Teslas and stuff, it still is just.
Yeah, I mean, it is by far the quickest Tesla. I mean, the next closest 0 to 60 is the Cybertruck. And that's like
Cyber Beast or Cybertruck?
the Beast.
Cyber
yeah.
Beast.
Yeah, the Beast, and then it would be the X Plaid and the Beast are the same, and then you have the the new Model 3 Performance is
Yeah.
like 2.9 or something.
Which is kind of crazy when you think about like the weight difference.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Aerodynamics and the weight. It's still, I mean, to Cyber Beast's credit, has some good buck in there.
yeah, and the X too.
Yeah.
The X is
Oh,
also
for sure.
crazy
Yeah.
because it's not actually that much lighter than the Cybertruck.
Yeah. But even for me, like, I love punching it on a Tesla, and it still is like it's a different level
Yeah,
with a Plaid. A little dangerous.
yeah,
It'd be hard not to speed in that all the time. I know my mom would have ticket after ticket. Like, I didn't say that. I love you, Mom, but like,
Nancy, stop.
oh my gosh, that woman. Dad would always say she's got lead foot, club foot.
The Plaid's interesting because like with like when it comes to like professional race car drivers, like most professional race car drivers are like brought up doing that from when they're like really young. Like most like guys that do like F1 or like Ken Block's daughter when she was getting ready for racing, she started doing like racing schools and stuff. She was like 14 or 15.
Oh,
So,
really?
Yeah, and so like
They've got racing school?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's really cool.
Have you done it?
No.
But you race.
Yeah.
You race autocross, which is slightly different
I mean, you can
versus doing drag.
Yeah.
I'm sure for the prep and all that.
Yeah. But like with any sort of racing, like if you're doing it from like a professional aspect, and those cars aren't that much. I mean, F1 is, but those cars aren't that much faster than a Plaid in a straight line, which is crazy because like when you do stuff like that at a young age, your body like develops extra muscles and stuff that preps you for those G-forces, and like this is just something you can go on a lot and buy.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
Yeah.
It's like it's ridiculous, like you're 4 or 5 pulls in that car and like you've got a headache.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I never got to the headache part. I'm gonna have to make that a new part of the mission.
Never got
Next time I'm around one, I'm gonna be like, let's go till I get a headache.
Get a plaid hangover.
That's gotta have like a term for it.
Because I was in there with you. I drove it a bit. I was in there with Zeke.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I rode with Brian, and I was in there with Jono, and like, I mean, I felt like I'd been kicked in the head the next morning. It was like horrible.
I probably feel the same because I'm a guy kind of like a driving slow too, so I don't like the roller coaster.
Yeah, you're the safety officer.
Yeah, thank you.
That loves watching F1.
Yeah, I like to watch.
He likes to watch.
Formula, but you were just like driving down the road. It's like
I'm the kind of person I like to watching people like chasing hard, but I'm the person like, oh, I just watching it, enjoying like.
It's like the little girl from Monsters Inc.
Oh, Boo.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Boo.
Yeah, actually, when I see it in the Plaid, I think the Plaid's cool because like I enjoy hearing the motor noise.
Yeah.
Like a zzz going up.
The buzz.
Yeah, it's so cool. But I really just hate like when I'm out of the car, I feel my head kind of like a
dizzy.
Yeah, the really heavy dizzy on my head.
I love the gut rush. It's like the gut rush you get, I guess, when you're just like flooring it, but also when you're about to drop off on like a roller coaster.
Yeah.
And it like sends those butterflies like right at the beginning when you launch.
Wow.
That is just the best.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
How did Dad describe it? The feeling that you get at the end of your little tallywhacker when you go from 0 to 60 in 4.2 seconds.
We do have that video.
Yeah.
A few race drivers will explain to you cornering ability and center of gravity as being extremely important, and I agree. But for most of us, the feeling of importance has nothing to do with the roar of the engine. It has nothing to do with the whistle of the wind. What it has to do is that feeling at the end of your little tallywhacker when you go from 0 to 60 in the 3.2 seconds. It's all about acceleration.
We do have
We should
that.
have shirts with it.
Yeah, that's what we should have. A little tallywhacker.
Wow.
I mean, for me, I agree, but not everyone does. And a lot of people do say, like, I like the sound of the machine, which is why I think in one of the Batmans they had overlaid the sound of a machine.
It was the original Roadsters.
Yeah.
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 But they had like retrofitted it. And so it was like silent, but during editing, they had overlaid the sound of like a muscle car to make it sound just mean.
Yeah, no, I was thinking the Bat Cycle, they used the DC motor noise from the Tesla Roadsters, like the old ones.
Oh, Bat Cycle.
Like the motorcycle.
Oh, Batmobile.
Batman
Yeah,
cycle.
like the Batman motorcycle.
Oh, I think this one was like either from the most recent one with the penguin,
Okay.
where it was Colin Farrell and
Yeah.
the penguin. Yeah, that's a mean scene for sure, but it sounded probably like every guy's dream.
I mean, it's cool. I definitely get like the drama of it's with the noise thing, but like, I mean, it is so fast that like it's hard to comprehend it, and it's like if you're not used to that thing, you could absolutely get tunnel vision, or if you're trying to like take turns and stuff and just like mash in the gas, you'll wreck. Like you'll absolutely wreck.
Not to mention the amount of like torque that is putting pressure on those wheels, even if you floor it and you're already going down the road, you'll bust the brakes right off.
Yeah, it's crazy. The so the one we drove had an aftermarket steering wheel that I could not say enough mean things about.
Yeah, you're really angry about
I'm
that.
still not crazy about the signals on the wheel. Yeah, it's like this one's kind of bad about canceling.
Thick.
It was like putting, what was it you said, putting bad upgrades on a nice vehicle, or
yeah, I
forget
mean
the term.
it was ruining a perfectly fine car, which like I don't like the yoke either.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't have steer by wire, so it's not actually functional.
Yeah.
It's not better. And like if I was taking a turn and went to go grab the top of a steering wheel that wasn't there, I'd die. I couldn't even get mad because I'd be dead. But no, it had a terrible aftermarket steering wheel in it.
Yeah.
I think that was the only actual modification that was done to it.
The trim. They put like some sort of other trim on there, I feel like.
Oh.
Because we were talking about it and talking about how I was like, well, I don't know how. I think it was supposed to look like carbon.
Oh, probably. Oh. I know the old performance, a lot of the performance Tesla's got carbon, but I don't know. It's been a little while, so I don't remember that one. Because Rick's, I think, had wood.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I was gonna say the brakes weren't up to snuff. I mean it.
Not by a long shot.
Yeah,
they were sketchy.
Yeah,
really, really sketchy.
Just feel the whole car like wobbling right at the end. You're like having to like ease on the brakes, just pump them.
Yeah, they were terrible.
Yeah.
And like I know Tesla did the performance package that's supposed to fix the brakes later, but it's still like it was horrible. Like it was awful, and I don't know. I don't know who let that pass through, but
what was included in the performance package?
You got bigger brakes, carbon ceramic rotors, and then the speed limiter was raised to 200 miles an hour.
Oof, money. That's nice.
It's awesome. They didn't upgrade the brake fluid though, so
that's a big
even with the bigger brakes, you cook your fluid, and so still not good. But I mean, I think the cool thing about the Model S is like the Model S is extremely distinguishable, like among the lineup. You know,
yeah.
Like there's like with for someone that doesn't know, you could probably mistaken an X and a Y if you weren't familiar with the brand.
Yeah.
But like a Model S is undeniably a Model S. And it looks really nice. Like when you're going down the road, you can see the wide fenders in the back, and it looks really cool. So you feel special when you're driving it. But like I don't really like the interior of the Model S all that much.
Why?
It's dated.
Yeah.
It's extremely dated. Which like I realize they did a refresh in 20. And during the refresh, I mean, at the time it was okay, but I still think it was only marginally nicer than 3 and Y.
Yeah, and for it being like one of their highest.
Yeah, and so that was fine.
Price point vehicles, yeah.
At the time, but now that Model Y Juniper's almost out, Highland has been out for over a year. I think that it's pretty subpar at this point. It's not been updated in 4 years, and honestly, the Model S has been around for 13 years at this point.
Yeah, it's their longest standing vehicle.
So it needs an interior upgrade, and I've always thought it was pretty crappy that when you get in a Plaid, even though I realize you're paying for the speed and you're paying for the bragging rights, and you know, you get in the end, the real reason you get a Plaid is because, like, you know, you're better than everyone. But
Maybe not better, but you could win certainly at a race.
I mean, that's better. Being slower is not better.
Oh.
So yeah. So I mean, yeah. But like the thing is like the Plaid gets the same seats as a long range,
Yeah.
and that sucks.
I wonder if they're holding off on upgrading like the finishes on it because of maybe they're gonna have the upgraded finishes on the Roadster if they put that one back out.
I don't know. I've heard rumors that Tesla is talking about updating the X and S interiors again at the end of the year, early 26, but it's all been rumor and nothing official from Tesla.
A lot of the things that they end up doing though are from rumors. I guess
Yeah.
it just depends on how much of a rumor
Yeah.
it becomes. Like if it
Yeah.
starts infiltrating everything, then we know it's going to be true. Like
Yeah.
same thing with Juniper and the Model 3 update.
Yeah.
So it's like that was all rumors. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I was like, it's pretty lame that the Model 3, which is just called the Model 3 Performance, gets bucket seats that have Plaid inserts in the headrest, but the car that's named Plaid doesn't.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
That's a little
weird.
confused.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's whack.
Not made a Plaid.
Those
people
are
feel so
I
special.
don't think that those are really bucket seats though.
They're bolstered. They're like real bolstered on the side.
How
They're
did
not,
that whole
they're not
thing,
like racing buckets, but like they hug you.
they hug you back.
Yeah.
Told you.
It's the,
Yeah.
the car seat that hugs you back. I don't think that's a bucket.
Yeah. It's a cuddle seat.
That's a cuddle seat.
Yeah.
It loves you.
Yeah.
It loves your ass. Oh yeah.
But like, I mean, otherwise, I mean, if you've driven a regular S, the Plaid is the same thing but faster.
Much faster.
Yeah. For me personally, and this is all personal preference. While I think if you have the option between a long range Model S and a Plaid, you should always buy the Plaid. I mean, at a certain point, it's not usable. Like you're already going so fast that like the difference between hitting 60 and 80 at a stoplight is still 25 over the speed limit.
Yeah.
You know, it's like jail or prison.
Right.
And I mean, like 90% of anybody is not skilled enough to
be
like
driving it.
to be able to handle the extra
Right,
power.
it's a
However,
lot, yeah.
absolutely go do it because bragging rights and because you can.
Yeah.
But like,
But it's not like it's an interesting segment that they're gearing it towards too, right? Because it's not necessarily like the McLarens and Lamborghini type
no.
pocketbooks, but it's not like your soccer mom vehicle. They're not trying to load up the back seats with
No.
like car
No.
seats. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean the 3 Performance and the Plaid, I feel like if you were to try to compare them to markets before Model S, would be like BMW 3 Series and 5 Series. Because 5 Series is full size and 3 Series is supposed to be smaller, but is huge now.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, they kind of serve the same purpose. They're supposed to be cars that are sporty on the road and can be taken to a racetrack, but don't sacrifice being bad daily drivers, which is really cool.
Yeah.
You know, like the thing that Tesla did even with the 90D or 85D 10, 12 years ago is make supercar speed not suck to daily drive. You
Right.
know? Because before, if you were driving a Lamborghini or something like that, you had to worry about it overheating or it would creak and you'd put up with a bunch of crap. So that way you'd have a fun car.
Yeah.
And so, you know, the thing that's awesome about the Model S is it's,
Versatile.
you know, it can be an appliance, it can be a sports car, it can be a comfort.
Daily driver.
Yeah. It's whatever you need it to be. It's like the Swiss Army knife.
No, that would be a perfect metaphor for it. It's
Yeah.
the Swiss Army.
Yeah, I mean, it's got 350 miles of range.
Yeah.
The long range has 50 more miles, but again,
And the
if you're
price
already
point is
there-
like,
yeah.
it makes sense.
And what's terrifying, and the reason I bring the speed thing up so much, is like used plaids you can get for like 45 grand.
Right.
And I mean, even if you buy one from Tesla, is like 55 to 60, which like that's cheaper than it is to buy a Model 3 Performance, for like a brand new Model 3 Performance from Tesla.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's
is
the
crazy.
average price people spend on a vehicle? It's like 47, 48 on a new one.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think the average price is
Yeah.
about 48,000.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
That's,
for $2,000 less than that, you can get the fastest production car in the world that's south of 6 figures,
mm-hmm.
which is
Great.
awesome
It's
and
kudos to
terrifying at the same
Tesla.
time.
Well, yeah.
All at once.
Well, it helps that they have, you know, just Tesla as the brand in general has like the highest safety ratings
Yeah,
amongst any car out there.
yeah. It's crazy.
Depends
to
on the
think,
model
though,
how safe it is. It's not necessarily the why, but they're still beyond the rating
Yeah.
that they safety test for.
Yeah,
So they're like what, 5.2 or 6 stars
Yeah.
safety rating.
yeah,
So that's good. They're thinking of other consumers.
yeah.
What would you
It-
give it, like on the scale of 1 to 10?
Probably like an 8 or 8.5. If the interior was newer, probably a 9.
Mm-hmm.
But the brakes suck, and like, if something's gonna be that fast, it better stop that fast.
Yeah.
And like it's not necessary. Like I said, it's not necessarily a bad handling car, but like, it's almost like it's almost like a modern day muscle car without the noise,
Mm-hmm.
because similar to like a Challenger, it's real quick. It's really good at going straight.
From A to B.
Yeah, well, it's really good at going stoplight to stoplight.
Yeah.
It's not very good at taking the roundabout.
Yeah. It's not like the autocross.
Yeah, it's not
Car.
like a really nimble car or anything
Good
like
for
that.
drag, yeah.
Yeah, it's a great drag racing car. It's a great highway car, and it's a great around town car. But it's not like I mean, even at like the Optima Street Car Nationals, like Model 3 Performances beat Plaids because they handle better.
Mm.
So, but yeah, I'd say 8 or 8.5. If the interior was nicer, it'd be better, and if the brakes didn't suck, that'd be better.
Yeah. What do you rate it, Ziki?
I'll say about 8.
8?
Yeah.
Because why?
The overall, I mean, a lot of the car, I mean, driving's okay. I mean, but like what Ian said, the brake is kind of issue on that. And the interior, I'm kind of like judging it too, because it's kind of like, it's not that modernized and like compared to other car like a Lucid, like it looks nice inside,
Yeah.
and the seat is more comfortable, and then like a Lucid, they have more options for the interiors, but
Yeah.
but like the Plaid only have maybe 1 or 2, like pretty simple.
Yeah, it's just white or black, and
Yeah,
then wood or
that's only
carbon
the
fiber.
option they are.
What
So,
other options would you get?
That's a good question, but
You had the options with the 3 and you still got white. So how many options do you need?
that's a good question. Maybe you need a black and white. That's enough.
The option you need is the
Panda.
one to win, right? You're not the slow one?
Yeah, but maybe not me, but probably someone else want to buy a Plaid, but they might want some special, like for themselves personally.
Well, then they're probably going to be paying for the custom upgrades anyways.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like I think I said this in the blog, but I think that because I realize not everyone that buys a Model S Plaid is going to want like sporty seats, but like maybe that comes with the performance pack. Since you're already paying more for performance stuff,
Yeah.
maybe you get, you know, nicely bolstered seats or like Alcantara or something.
Yeah.
You get sporty spice seats.
Yeah, because like I mean, the seats in that car don't look really that different from the ones in the 2012.
Right. Yeah. What do you think? What would you rate it?
Yeah, I mean, I like the Plaid. I'd say probably I'd go in that 8.5 range. Again, I mean the brakes. Obviously, it's the interior. I mean, the performance package I'd like would have like one seat, no back seat, no passenger seat. No carpeting. It's cool. Bluetooth for your helmet. But
You need a Tesla like Roadster bike.
Exactly. Yeah, you need the Tesla Roadster would be nice.
Like
Would be-
in a bike package.
yeah,
You
that
could wear your
would
biker jacket with it.
exactly. That would be cool. Yeah, no windows. Yeah, but that
No
would
window.
be that'd be all right. Track ready. But it's cool to drive around. I mean, it's,
Yeah.
you
It's
know,
cool to experience too, because
Yeah.
it's on another level.
yeah, it's fun and fast. I mean,
Yeah.
that checks off both of my boxes.
So you give it a 9?
All right, I'll give it a 9.
I give it a 9 just for scaring the brakes right off of Ian when it peeled off when
Yeah.
you were trying to get a video of it.
Yeah, I was standing behind it trying to get the shot, blue steel. And as soon as it took off, I went and
It
fumbled
was the funniest
It's
thing
my
ever.
phone.
Here's a funny.
We'll drop the clip at the end of the segment, but Ian has a blog up on it
Yeah.
on the website, the new website, so check it out. Let us know what you guys think. What would you rate it? And would you buy one? Have you bought one? And what color is it?
Yeah, we want to know. Inquiring minds want to know.
To see too, yeah.
And how many people have you scared in your Plaid?
How many options do you need? These are the questions we ponder here at EVTV.
Yes.
Maybe someone want the gold.
Yes.
One of
I
what?
like it in gold.
Golden color.
I like gold.
Gold.
Gold for winning.
Yeah.
All right. Well, stay with us, and we will be seeing you guys soon.
All right.
Hasta
Signing
la
off.
vista, baby.
This be the type of car we drive into the future?
I think if people knew about these cars, it would be over.
We can't wait till 1 million.